Hey guys, we're back with part 9. And yeah, we have to get inside there, and there's no doorbell. We tried knocking on the door and nobody opened. So I guess we have to kind of get his attention. Let's look at the car because it's like the main thing in the scenery right here. Oh my god, that looks really messed up.
Not a sound.
Okay.
The horn wasn't working.
Doesn't the horn just work when you have the motor on? Yeah, who cares?
I popped open the van's hood.
Oh, okay. Anything else in here? Whiskey.
Slasha!
Oh, we got a bottle of whiskey.
I decided to leave the handbrake alone.
Okay, nothing here. So, let's open the bonnet.
The engine was held together by rust and dirt.
Yeah.
Everything was covered in a sticky film of dirty black oil. Half the wiring wasn't connected to anything. It was clear why the horn hadn't made a noise. Neither hornpipe was connected to either the battery or the cab.
Okay.
It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. Two wires hung loose from it. A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard. Many of the wires seemed to lead nowhere. It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to any...
Yeah, we heard that. So, I guess our job is it to connect the loose wires to the
A bundle
battery?
of short, severed wires was connected to the battery. None of the wires were connected to anything. It was the van battery. I needed to hook this up to the horn somehow.
Okay, we don't have the wires anymore. Maybe we can use the paper clip?
I needed a better idea.
Okay, you need a better idea. Mm-hmm. So we need some wire, or like an
The
equivalent.
large dumpster was full of garbage.
Okay.
Piles of junk, mostly boxes of old paints and scraps of picture frames. Mixed in were wires, cardboard, and some dubious-looking old clothes.
Yeah, so... Okay.
George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart. I trust you have obeyed my instructions not to leave Paris.
Oops.
Of course, Inspector.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is buttered. Now, I require your presence tomorrow at the murder scene for a reconstruction.
I see.
12 o'clock sharp, monsieur. Or, as you would say, high noon.
Sure.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered. Have a nice day now.
And you. That was Nave. We're required back at the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendance is a criminal offense?
You got it.
Okay. So yeah, let's pick up those wires.
I had found just what I needed. 2 lengths of wire.
Okay, let's try to connect those.
The engine bay was a mess.
Okay, so we have 2 wires. 2 long wires. Let's try.
I used the wire to join the battery to the horn.
The other one?
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Oh, we have another loose wire here.
A loose wire hung from the horn. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the other horn.
You know what, guys? I mean, half the length of this would work, so let's try to cut it in half.
I snipped the wire in
Yeah,
half.
see. I like these puzzles. They're not very hard.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Because some adventure games, they have puzzles which are like really
That
logical.
wire wasn't long enough to reach between the two
Oh
horns.
no. Okay. Why doesn't that work?
There was already a wire.
Why doesn't that work? So we need more wire? Or can we maybe...
I'd already cut one wire in half.
Oh, okay, so I guess we just have to find the right length for this.
The wire was just long enough to connect the battery to the horn.
Okay.
Everything was wired up. The horn had
Okay.
power.
Great. Let's toot the horn. Toot toot.
I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your blooming horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now, what are you doing in my yard?
Yeah, we want to talk to you.
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but
Oh, what the hell?
well, that could have gone better.
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
Let's try a different dialogue option then, maybe. That will work. You'll know.
I decided to give it another blast.
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry, just need a quick word, Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Yes, you will answer a few questions?
Yes, I do mind. Clear?
Not really.
Good. Now get lost.
Oh, what the hell? Okay.
This Hobbs guy doesn't exactly like visitors.
There must be some angle we can use to talk our way inside.
And I have an idea. Because I think those dialogue options won't really do anything, so
I decided to give it another blast.
we'll try to pressure him into talking.
You two again? What is it this time?
Okay. So we found this letter, right?
Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs. We're from the model agency.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up.
Okay, that went pretty fast. Let's go inside the door.
About time you two showed up.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
Can it, Goldilocks? I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best belly pock floozy. That's perfect. Just hold it there.
Nico made for a good distraction. I just needed to figure out how to get a look inside that portfolio.
Okay. So what do we do now?
Hobbs had loosely sketched a young couple and an elderly lady sitting next to an overturned picnic basket. The three characters were naked. Behind them, two men in suits were chatting.
That sounds weird.
A variety of liquor bottles, all empty.
So he likes to have a drink, I guess. Good we picked up that whiskey.
Wow, an old Bofson Wang stereo. I hadn't seen one of those for years. The record had stopped. It was Jasmine Breeze by the Hairy Lobsters.
So I guess the hairy lobsters have like a reoccurring thing here.
Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams.
I guess he does. Anything else here? No. Oh, some loose cables. No. Let's go behind this. Oh, let's go behind the screen. That's what he said.
My, if it isn't George Stobart.
What the hell?
Lady Piermont. Oh my. You're...
Naked? Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy. Come here and give me a big hug.
That day was the day the nightmares had begun. Trapped, smothered, choking on lavender.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Oi, what are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Who is she? I don't remember her.
Lady Piermont and I had met before. She was larger than life, in every way.
I just don't remember a character, which kind of sucks. Let's talk to
Lady
her.
Piermont.
Oh, George, be a darling and sort the heating out in here.
I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs.
Oh, what do you want? You're supposed to be sprawled naked on that rug with the family jewels out.
Yeah, well, about that. Could I just ask you a couple of questions first?
Blow me. A model who's shy and chatty. It must be my birthday.
Okay, let's... That's a pretty cool picture. Let's talk about everything.
But I thought you were a restorer. But you're working on this painting from scratch.
Well, yeah. Look, some clients want a painting that they don't own, restored from scratch, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Don't worry, sunshine. Ignorance is bliss.
He's probably copying famous pictures, I guess.
Yeah, about this naked, sprawling...
Oh, what's up? Afraid of the shrinking effects of a cold warehouse?
No, it's just...
First time? A little embarrassed? Well, if it helps, we can all get naked.
No, definitely not.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Let the monkey see the nuts.
We had a saying in the Stobart family. If a job's worth doing, then do it with your pants on. Lady Piermont was wondering if you could turn the heating up. It's very cold in here.
Oh, is that so? Well, tell Her Majesty that the heating stays off. The wiring in this place can't take the load.
Do you know a Russian called Medovsky?
You know Medovsky?
Everyone in the London art scene knows Medovsky.
And everyone in the London art scene who likes their kneecaps knows when to keep their trap shut.
Okay. We talked to everything.
Excuse
Talked
me,
about
Mr. Hobbs.
everything.
What now?
Did you hear about that Spanish painting by a guy called El Serp that got stolen in Paris? La Malediccio.
Hear about it? I restored it, mate.
Okay, we got all the other stuff. Let's ask him about whiskey.
How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Okay, I guess you have to find the heating. Oh, there we go. Thermostat. Ooh.
Hey! I've told you, don't mess with that thermostat.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
Okay.
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh, crumbs.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then, but be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
I'd turned the thermostat up as far as it'd go.
Okay.
I wondered if the suspicious wiring could be used to my advantage.
Suspicious wiring? Oh, okay. He means the wiring in the house overall. Let's have a look at that portfolio, because that's what we're here for.
Hey, that's private.
Sorry, forgot.
Okay, so I guess we have to like get him off this place so we can look at the portfolio. So let's try to create a power outage.
Oh, you, get down from there. It's private.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so what do we do now? Let's look at the fuse box.
I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring. I didn't need to sit. It was time for action.
So he's being distracted by the creaking, or he's getting attention by the creaking. So let's turn on this.
The stereo was switched off. Adjusting the volume wasn't going to make any difference.
That makes sense.
I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again. I turned the volume up a few notches.
Okay. Now let's go up. It's not very loud. Oh, but it works. Good, 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 good. Let's use the lift.
Oh, you, get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
Blowing the power would certainly have distracted Hobbs, but the elevator alone wasn't going to trip the whole system.
Okay, we need one more thing, I guess. Let's try to go in the balcony. Oh, it's locked.
It was locked. I wondered what was behind the door.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's talk to Lady Piermont and make her go on the lift because she's heavy, so it'll take more power.
A word if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Lady Piermont, we need your help.
How thrilling! What do you need? Subterfuge? Leisure domain?
Actually, I just need you to step on that lift behind you.
Oh, but of course. Is this good, George, darling?
It's awesome.
Perfect. Now, just stay right there.
And let's press the lift buttons again, and let's see if it blows out the electricity. Oh, it did. let's look at the portfolio while he's getting mad. He didn't say anything. It's probably because, like, oh, I knew it, the electricity would go out. Yeah, let's have a look at the
Now is my
portfolio.
chance.
Oh no, it's that again. That woman with the...
It was one of Hobbs' sketches.
Can you flip the pages? What the hell?
It was one of Hobbs' sketches. It was one.
Yeah, I know, but how do you... Can you, like, flip the pages or something? Anyway. Oh, this is weird, because there's like no way to get back either. What the hell is going on?
It was one of Hobbs.
Yeah, I know it is, but how do we... There's no drag and drop. Do we have to touch it or something?
That was. That wouldn't work.
Oh, what the hell? How do you flip the pages? It doesn't work. You have to use something? But what should we use?
That was almost a great idea.
Yeah. Doesn't make freaking sense.
It was one.
Oh, what the hell? Come on, you could have made that bigger. Oh, that sucks so bad. Okay, there's the woman with the mole on her butt. A nice harbor sketch.
Well, it wasn't La Malediccio, but it did appear to be a study for an element of the painting, the Ouroboros. There was something different about the image in the center. I figured the sketch might come in handy, so I took it.
What the heck? I told you that portfolio was private.
Huh?
Well, that was fun. Just like when you were a private Dick, George.
So, you're not
what?
models?
No, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, you can't be a copper. You're not stupid enough. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of La Malediccio.
I told you I just restored it. That's what I do. Restore paintings.
And these sketches?
Studies done during the restoration. Nothing more. I've got nought to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
So you know about that.
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. Le Lézard Bleu was on the rope, so I got the painting into his exhibition. Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
Okay, so he just took the painting into the exhibition? I already don't know. I'm gonna go soft him in because I think he's kind of a creep, but a nice guy.
We're not accusing you of anything, Mr. Hobbs. We just want to get to the bottom of this.
I get that, and I'll help you however I can, but this mess is way above my pay grade.
Well, it's not about pay now. I'll give you a penny.
How come you needed to make so many sketches of the painting to restore it?
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The surf is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext. A lot of symbols.
Why would anyone want to steal La Malediccio? It's not exactly a famous painting.
True, but there is something special about it that's hard to describe. There's conviction in every brushstroke. Whoever El Serp was, he had a tale to tell. The symbolism is deeply religious.
We have reason to believe that Madovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Malediccio.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
We have strong evidence that Madovsky is not the real owner.
You'll have a hard time proving that. Medovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting. It traces its legitimate ownership all the way back to the painter.
Why didn't Medovsky mention them?
Because they're not with him. Henri's got them. Or had them.
And Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
Lane?
Lane, yeah, Lane. Look, pal, you're wasting your time looking for conspiracies here. And you're wasting my time if you're not actually going to get naked. Go get the provenance from Lane, and everything will turn out hunky-dory.
But it also puts Marquez's story into question.
Not my problem, darling. Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
And we have a critic to interrogate.
Someone's lying, but who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi?
Okay, yeah, this is getting more and more deep. So, I guess you have to go to the crime scene investigation. I'm just gonna check how long I've been recording now. Oh yeah, 26 minutes. So I'm gonna end the part here, and I'll see. I'm sorry. I'll see you. Sorry, I had to yawn. I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.